streaming. Okay, we are live. So today I want to look at the data. Okay, we are live. And I would like to pre-process the data. So let's jump right into it. So for that, I'm gonna use a Python notebook. I don't really know how I'm gonna do it, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna use Pandas for that because I have a JSON file. So let's import this. Let's read the file. So it's a GeoJSON file actually. And the thing is, the reason why I want to do that is because I have a GeoJSON in which I have the coordinates to draw each department, but I don't have the latitude and the longitude for the center of each department. And every time I render the map on the page, I actually have to do all the processing, the calculation. And then what I do is basically that I calculate the mean of each point to figure out where is the center, and I do this calculation at every rendering. So now I want to do it once and for all and put that into the properties. So let's see what we get into these departments. So if I can just do this. So as you can see, it's not interesting yet. If I do this, so I get a dictionary, and what is interesting is this geometry key where, oops, what do I get? Departments, features, key error. Okay. Oops. Okay. Range index. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because nope. I tried it just 5 minutes ago. It's a bit weird. Let's try something. Core series. Okay. So it's interesting. So what do we get here? Alright, so I do want features. Oh yes, because I took like first one and then yes, and then I can take geometry. So I get like a series, and in each row I can select, like if I take the first row, then I can select geometry, and I have the coordinates. So this is what I want, these coordinates right here. And what I want to do is basically to take this and put it there. So I also have this properties thing, and so I want to add a geopoint2D. I've seen that in some GeoJSON files we have a geopoint2D attribute in which I'll have a couple with longitude and latitude. So let's do this. I have this somewhere. Let me just see. Okay, so let me just, nope. Okay. So this is the code in JavaScript to calculate the geopoint to D. And what I'm gonna do is basically the same thing, but for, let's create a function, calculate geopoint, let's call it geopoint, and it's gonna take feature, and as you can see, feature is basically just the dictionary, so a row in the series, and for each feature, so I'm gonna say longitude is equal to 0, latitude, let's do this in one line, 0, initialization, and then I just go through every point and the coordinates. The problem is that sometimes you get nested arrays, which is a bit of a pain. So to deal with that, what I've done is that for each polygons in coordinates, so what I'm gonna do is say coordinates is going to be feature geometry, and then within this one coordinates, okay, and then for coordinate, no, for a point in coordinates. So what I'm doing is that, oh nope, you know what, let's take the same approach. So in coordinates we have polygons, and the thing is, if the department is just one polygon, then we'll have just one array, but sometimes a department is separated in two different polygons, and in this case we'll have nested arrays, and it can get very, very complicated when we have like a, yeah, I don't know how to say that, but anyway, so I'll need to test whether the polygon is nested within another one, and so for that what we are gonna do is that, okay, so for point in polygon, so this is here, if length of point is different than 2, then no, that's just it, right? Okay, so if the length okay, so if the length of point is different than 2, so then it's not a point, right? So I'm gonna take the same, approach. So then what we are gonna do is say that for point in pair, boom, longitude plus equal point 0 and latitude yep, plus equal point 1. And I also have to keep a variable to see how many points we have so that I can divide it at the end. So I'm gonna put it there. So number of points plus equal 1. Okay, and then if however pair is a point, then I'm just gonna say plus equal pair 0. Sorry. Okay. Oops, I can't do that. Okay, number of points. And yeah, sorry. I think that's it. So I'm just gonna return longitude divided by number of points and latitude divided by number of points, and that's it. Okay, so I can delete that. And now what we are gonna do is say departments features okay, no, new departments is equal to department, right? No, I don't even need that. What I'm gonna do is just this features. Okay, I'm gonna say map, and map is a bit weird with Python. I think you have to provide so the function first, and then what? Yes, and then the list. So the function first, which is calc and geopoint and departments features. And basically what I want to do is return not only this, but let's see, what does features have? So it has type feature, geometry. Okay, so it has this. Do I need to return something? Function, require the function to execute for each item. Return, it has to return something, right? So I guess what I can do is say something like feature properties, and then say geopoint to D is equal to this. right? And then return feature. Okay. Alright. Let's try that. Let's try this. Okay, calc geopoint is not defined, right? Okay, now if I do departments, features, we're gonna do it on a separate one. Okay, map object is not subscriptable. What? Oh, yes, because I need to do a list here. Map object is not subscriptable. What do you mean? Okay, so I need to do this again. The music isn't too loud. Okay, so I can do this and that and this. Okay, name polygon is not defined. What do you mean? Well, polygon. Okay. Name length is not defined. Oh, it's just len, right? Okay. Right, cool. Now I can do properties. Ooh, nice. It works. Okay. If I do 10, perfect. Okay. So we get this done. Now the second point I want to make. Okay, so now that we've done this, another file I want to deal with is the bed capacities. So I've said in the previous live that I have a file which is a JSON, right? Let's see. So let's see, it's this one, and as you can see, capacities is fairly low because it's expressed, so it's for 10,000 inhabitants. So if this department, which is let's imagine that it had 10,000 inhabitants, well, then it would have 5 beds available. So what I need to do now is to match both the population and the ratio, if we can call it like this, to have a total amount of beds. So let's do this. I have these population here for each department, which I'm gonna read. So we have, what is this? So population, yeah, I need only this one. So this, as you can see, there's not only 10,000 but more than 600,000. So let's see how we are gonna do this. First I need to take this one. Okay, let's first see. Okay, perfect. I'm also gonna take populations pd.read CSV. This is why Pandas is so cool, because you can read CSVs and JSON and end up with the same data frame object. So it makes it way more easy to use, way easier to use. So populations.csv. Let's look at populations. Oh shit, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because it's not a regular CSV file. It has semicolons. Let's see if I can actually deal with that. CSV with semicolon separator pandas. Yep, how to read a file with a semicolon. Okay, CSV path sep. Okay, I can define separator like this. Oh, cool. Okay, and what I need is this one. Okay, population total. Perfect. So now, I guess what I'm gonna do is that first I want, okay, so length 100. Okay, so for, just a second. So as you can see here, I have this index, so I can actually say something like this. So how to set index for pandas. Like when you say read CSV pandas, I can explicitly say that I want the index to be one of the rows. Why is it index column, right? So I can say column to use as a row. Okay, so I can say index column equal to and say code, so that I can do the same thing here. Okay, region get an expected index call. Yes, it's not index call. What? Int string. Okay, index call. How about if I do this like this? Ooh, maybe I cannot. Let me see. Okay, let me remove that for now. Okay, so I can say here code department, right, like this, and let's see, read JSON pandas. There should be something equivalent to this. No? What? Okay. Maybe I can use a set index afterwards, but encoding, compression. Orient, columns, section, like, okay, path above, orient. Okay, let's do it afterwards. Never mind. So SetIndex. There's a. Okay, now let's do this like Pandas. Alright, set index. So I'm just gonna do it here. Capacities that set index. Just to make sure I use it the right way. Set index. Yep, I can get like this. So I'm gonna say code. Alright, cool. Is it gonna read? Yeah, I need to actually do this. Oh, can I do it like this? Cool. Okay. Actually, populations. Renaming columns in pandas. With rename. Okay, you can in place true. Okay, I can say this. So I'm gonna do this because capacities have no. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is add populations dot rename columns, and what I'm gonna do is cut depth. I'm gonna replace this. Is it first the old one and then new one? Okay, so the point is to change it, right? Okay, yep. So code. Like expected. Okay. I'm gonna need to do it here. Populations, department. So I'm gonna change department by no, just so that I have the same, and ptot by population. Okay, and now if I do this, okay, so I'm gonna actually do, okay, so what I'm gonna do is this right here. It's gonna go here, and then I'm gonna say set index code. Once that has no object, set index. What? Okay, you know what, let's do this. Ooh, oh yeah, yep. Population is actually empty because it doesn't return anything. So I'm gonna need to do this. Okay. And then only can I say populations is equal to populations dot set index code. Okay. Now I can delete that. And capacities. Okay, cool. Now that I've done this, I can So, as I said, what I need to do is so we have for 10,000. This is ridiculous. I'm tired. Don't judge me too much. Capacities for 10,000. I'm just gonna basically go over. So for okay. So for department in or I can actually do something like I can use a map on Pandas. So let's see how to do that. So map Pandas. Yes. Oh, on series only, not on data frames. Yeah, it makes sense, but how is it used? So PD series, okay. S.map cat kitten IMA dot format. What? Oh yes, it's function, right? And they actually ignore. Okay. So let's try something. Let's try something. Capacities. Cap. Okay. Right. Cool. Perfect. Dot map. And then I'm gonna take a lambda function, and basically I want to see what I get from here. So I'm gonna do this. Print x if no, if nothing. Okay, that's what I get. Okay, code none. Oh yeah, because it returns something, right? So I could probably do something like this, right? And then S, if I do this, well then S would be nothing, right? I guess if I do it here, it would be more obvious. None. Okay, so what I can do now, what I want to see is, can I do this? Nope, I cannot. Yeah. And can I do this? Print. I don't know. Ooh. But can I do a list of this? Okay, it does exactly the same thing. This is annoying. How am I supposed to? I'm sorry, guys. I went through a course on Kaggle about pandas, but I just cannot remember. Maybe what I can do, right, just let's go over there and see how I can do it. Courses. Pandas, okay. Creating, okay. Indexing, selecting, assigning, grouping and sorting. Grouping and sorting, nope. Summary functions and maps. So what I want to do now yes, there's another function that I can use, and that is apply. So I can actually take capacities and say dot apply, and if I do a lambda row and type of row, is not defined. Yes. Yes, perfect. Let's delete this. Okay, so as you can see here, I can take cap probably, and it won't work. String cannot be interpreted as an integer. Okay, why not? Oh, I've applied it. Okay, sorry, no, wait. What does apply do? Okay, dot apply lambda row. What is the problem? Cap occurred at index. No. Okay. Output. No, non-cap. Can I? I'm so bad. Non-cap region. Okay, I don't need region, but whatever. What I would like to do is just code, but why code occurred at index? No. Okay. Type. Okay. So how about if I do this row and I say dot columns? Okay, so F has no attribute columns. Okay, oh, it's a series. It's series. So it just took the name. Oh, so it doesn't work. Okay. You know what? It's not. I'm just gonna say length of capacities. Okay. I'm just gonna say for E in range length of capacities, and I'm gonna say that if capacities like it should be ordered the same way, right? So if I do this is population. This is population. Okay. So if capacities code is equal to populations code, I hope they are integers. So if the code is the same, what I want to do is basically say that capacities, I'm gonna add a column. There's probably a way to do that better, but never mind. Bed total beds, or I'm gonna say number of beds, just beds, is equal to capacities cap multiplied by population. So population. I've actually done something wrong here. Can I do this like this? No, I cannot. But if I do this, cap, yes, code, yeah, you cannot do something, key error. Oh, I need to call it index. Not even, okay. Never mind population, but can I do something like this? No. But then I can probably do something like this. Yes. Okay, so if capacities code E is equal to this, then I'm gonna say this is equal to this multiplied, and the whole is gonna be divided by 10,000, but capacities is an integer, so I'm gonna just take the floor of it. I just want to try something. If I do 10 points, let's say 1, do I need to? No, it's okay. I think it's, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Let's see if it works. Nope. Code. Yes. It's the whole point of it is that it doesn't work. Perfect. Oops. Combining, yes, this is what I want. I know there's a way to do it properly, but I just cannot figure out how. Combining, concatenate, joining. I can join and concatenate, but this is not what I want to do. Indexing reviews. Okay, country. Okay, so I can say iLook. So I can say something like, let's try here, populations.iLook, and something like this. What? Oh yes, no. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there's a problem here. As you can see here, we have this one. Yes, name 02. But this is bad. Dot log 0 country. SetIndex title. Ooh, I could join both of them on the, yes, let's try this one. I'm gonna join both of them on the code thing. So concatenate, I'm not gonna concatenate, I'm gonna join them. SetIndex title, L suffix, R suffix, okay. left.join right. Let's try this. Population.join capacities. Just like this. I don't need anything. Okay. Columns overlap, but no suffix specified. Yes. Can I say none? Because they should have the same name. So L suffix none. That's pandas join. Okay. Alright, so we have key and A. So they join other, L suffix, R suffix. And so we have here is key color and key other. If we want to join using the key columns, we need to set key to be, okay. Join dot set index key. Or I could say other dot set index key on key, right? I can specify, let's see, how about if I do this? No. Okay, doesn't work. Oh, but it set the index to be this. Can I set index to be a pair value? Set index. It's probably a bad idea, but I want to keep both. Set index. Oh yes, I can. And then we would have both. So let's do this. Set index. Oh, I can. This is exciting. Code. All right, and now hopefully I would be able to do this. Okay, what's the problem now? Oh, I haven't saved this. Okay, and now if I do this, yes. Okay, so we have this 0, 1, perfect. I actually don't really care about this one number. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that set index, and then I'm just gonna take population. Right, because this is really the only thing that I really care about. So let's try this one, population. Y key error. Okay. It's probably a way to do that properly. Indexing, selecting, and signing. Let's try to do it in new populations is equal to populations dot population. Ooh. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh no. Okay. What I want to do is this populations dot population, right? And now if I do populations, let's just try this one here. Okay. Series object has no attribute join. Oh. Okay. But because I've done this, but how about if I do this and do population here? Okay, cool. Now we are getting somewhere. The next thing I want to do is it like, yes, it works. I guess now what I want to do is that for in range length, or I can say for department in capacities, I can say oh, maybe what I can do is capacities bed beds is equal to capacities something like this. Just wait a second. Capacities cap multiplied by capacities population. What? I've lost population here. Okay. Oops. I hope it will work. Population divided by 10,000. Okay, population doesn't work. Yes, now it should work. What is the problem? Population. Ooh, this is, yeah, of course. Capacities. Okay, and now if I do this, column overlaps, but no suffix specified. What? Why do you work only when you want to? Okay, because okay. I need to put this here. Okay, and then say this. Okay, so now beds, we have 329. Does that make sense? Can I select this because it's really annoying? Cap region. Ooh, drop columns. I can say specify drop columns. Pandas drop column. Yep. Drop, and I can specify and columns. Yes, and B columns. And drop B and C. Okay, yep, so I can, it's here, populations dot set index, populations dot drop I think it's, yes. So I need to do this and this and number of come in and unnamed 7. Is that it? Is there a Yes, there's a space here. And axis equal 1. Okay, nice. So does that make sense? Nope, because I haven't. Oops. Ooh, but I don't want to do this. I might want to do this. Floor is not defined. Yes, I probably want to import this. Here, import. Is it in math? Floor Python. Sorry, yes, it's in math function. Import math.floor. Yes. From math import floor. Okay, and so I can do this. Cannot convert the series to class float. All right. A sec. So, where were we? Yeah, I need to have floor. Maybe what I can do, even though it's a bit overkill, would be to yeah, I can do this. Capacities, beds, and then say map floor. Now convert float nan to integer. I think there's a ignore. Pandas. Map. Sorry. There's an ignore. Attribute. Action equal ignore. Yes. Action equal ignore. Yep, perfect. And we get this. But if I do this, yes, because I need to repeat. I feel like I'm not doing it the right way, but I mean, if it works, why don't I get int? Yeah, I guess it's okay. Perfect. Now, what I want to do is probably check if it makes sense. 329 beds. Four, 6. Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah. What have I done? I divided and multiplied by this together. Yes, of course. Ooh. No, I have, but yes, sorry. Okay. Now. I have the name, I have the code, I have GeoPoint2D, name, code, population, and beds. So maybe what I can do now that I have this is to actually add it in here. So let's run everything. File, how is it? Run all, yes. And I can remove this. And what I'm gonna do is, so here I've added this. And so now I'm gonna say, yes, this, I don't even know how I can do it. Anyway, it's just a matter of adding it, and then I'm just gonna add like something like to JSON so that I can get back my JSON. So pandas to JSON. Let's see the example down here. Yes, orient df to JSON, and that would be it, right? And then I just need to open a file like this. File is equal to open, and I'm gonna say departments.geojson and writing in it, and I'm gonna say departments dot or equal to departments GeoJSON is equal to departments to JSON, and just say orient table, orient values, orient columns. What? Records split. What is this? Okay, let's first see. Never forget to close it, but we don't need this. Let's first see what we get from this departments GeoJSON. Okay, what do we get here? Oh, this is problematic. Because this is not how it looks like in the initial departments.geojson. Okay, so type feature collection features this, but here have type. What is this? Oops, no. Feature collection. Why? What if I do orient table schema fields? What is this? Oh my, values. Oh, this is better, but not yet. Oh my gosh, what is this? Values, columns. How about columns? I don't think so, but let's see. Ooh, nope. Records. How about records? Records. Ooh, yes, this is the one. So you can see here. Give this type feature collection features type feature geometry type polygon, etc., etc. Cool. And then I just need to write in the file so I'll write here, etc. I'll show you once I've done it, so maybe tomorrow, maybe in 2 days, and so that we can go a bit further into our dashboard. So thanks for tuning in.